So episode 6 of Oxyotl on Legendary. Here we go, guys. Hello there. So I've conquered the Sunken Karnak, which means that I got another Silent Sanctum. I don't think I wanted there. Near the floating villages. Maybe in Galbaraz. So that I can do something, you know, that gives the surrounding places. I can conquer that location, you know. Let's see. Casualty replenishment right there, definitely. And I don't have a lot of money. It's not replenishing. Okay, it's fine. It will take a turn to replenish. And yeah, this guy, Camotor, I have to laugh. It means in Portuguese, what an engine. Camotor. But just like, you know, like with a little bit of a funny side to how it's pronounced. So Camotor is going to go and take over Zinch. I'm worried about the public order there in the Star Tower, but I think I have barely enough time to do that. I can unlock Lord Croak against the Skaven, and I think I would love to do that, but not yet. Only when I come back with Oxyotl. That's going to be it. And then Lord Croak is going to be a lord with someone else, of course. With I like to split lords and, you know, those lords and heroes. I could get a peace treaty with the Flaming Scribes, so I really want to kill them. You know, I want to take them out. One less enemy to worry about. There's going to be definitely some issues with public order here. It's not like I'm worried too much, not a place that I'm trying to conquer. I literally just want the Southern Wastes and then to have a foothold in Lustria and a foothold in the southern area of the Old World. And I am already on that process with this. So I'm thinking going over to Galbaraz. Yeah, and colonize it. I think it's colonization. Yeah, that's great. That's good. That's good. That's great, actually. So this just means that I can maybe wait and see if I can finish off Malagor. And then I'm going to, at least in the plan, try to go for the quest for Lord Croak. And we'll see. We'll see. No more visions for now. I really want Oxyotl there. And this guy is the one that's going to control and take over Zinch. Do I have anything else here? No, I could get the help from this guy, but I really don't want to get into unnecessary wars. He's a minor faction. He likely will die. Confederation World... Man, Norska is going to be a problem later on. I can already tell. The fact that they're confederating, they're going to turn... Well, they may just create some issues here. So there's a lot of... there's going to be a lot of problems here because it's going to rebel, that's for sure. I try not to collect income, but might as well just collect income now. And I'm going to have to defend. And to see if there's no issue with that defense as well. Let's get Life Bloom or Earthblood. Or do I want the reserves? No, I think Life Bloom or Earthblood is better. I'd rather have a better spell than more casts of the same spell. You know the idea? That's the thought process. So nothing here that I can build. The army, the summoning is really good to defend versus these rebellions. You're going to see that. I already played this, of course. I'm recording later, so I want to build that, but I also want control. Do I want this stone marker? No, not really. This is a military province. It's not going to be that one. So I really want that tier 3 building, so I'm going to reserve the space for it. And for now, just getting more income. Yeah, I guess that's better. So Oxyotl, I'm trying to ambush. Sorry. Yeah, there they are. That's Gorbet, and that's so many armies already. Gorbet does a really good job with that. So there's not even a garrison there. They're going to be eliminated, so might as well maybe take some money from them later. But if I go to war against Gorbet, it's going to be a problem. But yeah, so this is... I forgot to record the early one. This is the army that has just rebelled and is coming against me. So I have my un-javelin units at the front and the javelin units behind. I know that the javelin units can beat the blue scribes in, because of their volleys. And I'm planning on the summons to attack from behind. So let's see how it works. Every single unit of mine is shielded, so I'm counting on that helping against these guys. Of course, these are just blues. They're the cheapest unit. Of course, mine is as well, but I'm counting on a little bit of help from my research. I already have 4 of these skinks. And the fact that I have those summons. Without those summons, I think I lose this battle. With the summons, I think I'm fine. And that's sometimes the importance of, really thinking what is best for you, Summons are always really powerful, especially army ability, because you can do this. You can attack from behind, and that's just invaluable. Having a unit that you can summon in, it's just super good. Look at this. Suddenly the odds are in my favor already. And it's good too, because my units were about to break. They do break easily. Skinks break a little bit more easily than the blues. And I'm about to have the second. Oh, this is good. They're sending in still the precursor weapon and attacking over here. That's nice. And I think I have yet another summon. This time I didn't do it as well. I wanted it as close as possible because these guys were routing, or about to route. So I really wanted to have a unit nearby. I think that did work, but we'll see. So because by a slight chance, I just had like a couple of seconds off before they started routing, But there we go. This time they won't use the precursor weapon, but still, it's more than enough to deal with this. And I still have one more summon, which means I can use the summon maybe to attack the enemy lord, and that'll make victory. Lots of skinks dead. They fought valiantly. I mean, skinks against that armored guy. I wouldn't want to be the skinks. This is a gorilla versus men, by the way. It definitely is. You can send how many men you want, and they're not gonna get through. But yeah, doesn't work like a video game in real life, doesn't it? So he's already losing on heavily on the other flanks, and I still have another summon. So I think this is just gonna be fine. Now using my infantry javelins, I still have a few, taking out these blues, which is good. There you go. It's amazing that sometimes they fly after being hit. These blues actually have tremendous power. So here I go with the final unit of Chamaleon Stalkers. The summon doesn't degrade over time, so that's even better, and that alone tips the battle in our favor. He doesn't want anything else with this. So that's a successful defense. I don't manage to kill the Lord, but it's kind of good. It will help me get a better defense. I mean, look at those skills. That was excellent. The summons helped a lot. He lost every single other unit except his Lord, which is kind of fine. He's going to recruit a little bit more, and it's going to give me time to maybe destroy the whole faction here. I have some new visions, and there's a quest. Hold on, control +1, that's always nice. Imminent rebellion, it's here. I can't do anything about it. I could not collect income, but it's a problem there. I'll think about it. I'll think about not collecting income there, but if there's a rebellion, there's a rebellion. It can always happen that it doesn't happen in my own province. I think on Legendary, it always happens on your capital province. So yeah. Or if anything happens against you, it always happens against your settlements. So I have blessed units to recruit, which is great. I really wanted the other building. Yeah, I could get an aggression pack there, maybe, just to get some money off from them. I don't know. because I really don't want to have to go against Gorbad. I wanted to try and conquer this floating village before I go in. I don't know if it's going to be the best idea. So we got another battle, yet another one that I forgot to showcase, sorry. So this is versus an army here, fighting against the Slant Priest, an army from the Tzeentch, of course, as you can see. And it's likely the last ditch effort. He does have some chariots and some fast units, which is going to be a problem because it's not like I have too many spears. I have literally one. But we're going to try. And of course, these are not Chameleon Skinks. These are just typical skink skirmishes. They'll do just fine. I mean, they're going to be attacked by the chariots, and I can just withdraw them into my Chamaleon Stalkers or other units that can deal with the chariots really well. And here comes the cavalry, sending them in, and now it's time for me to send the Saurus warriors. I really wanted to soak with the skinks so that my Saurus warriors can do a lot of damage. They're kind of like all damaged infantry. I mean, they have what, 50 weapon strength, so yeah. And I just wanted to pick the targets wisely because, you know, I don't have as many. Here we go, an Awakening of the Wood to try and get that unit to rout. Maybe send in a cascade effect of lower leadership, which is always nice. I actually have some units there trying to squeeze through to attack from the back. It's not going to work because he has the mobility. That's the biggest problem. With the mobility, you can do a lot of things, and you can deny a lot of things. So this is Chaos Warriors, and there's still the Furies over here, so that's a problem. There's still the Flamers. His army is quite a lot of elite stuff. But he's never gonna get through those Saurus, that's for sure. The kills that he's getting is on the skirmishes and anything, but the Saurus warriors are here to stay and they're gonna cause a lot of damage. He actually managed to send a couple of these units to thwart my javelin units there. I'm not too worried about those units. It's about time that they do some damage and, you know, die for the cause so that I can replace with better ones. It's not like I count on those guys to be, you know, late game units, so I might as well just ditch them for now. Not the skirmishers, they have better ammunition, of course, and it's always important to have a unit that can, you know, skirmish away from the enemy. Trying to focus on those chariots. I think at this point, that's where I'm going like, okay, I gotta get rid of the cavalry, I gotta send in some units against them, and also take care of these chaos units. Because yeah, these constant charges, they're causing some trouble. Of course, there's my spear unit, so I'm counting on them to take them out. But it's not getting to be easy. My Slan is just working fine. He's not suffering too much damage, actually. That's great. And he's just casting whenever necessary, some heals and some Awakening of the Woods to cause some damage to the enemy. And I'm finally sending in some skirmishes against those flamers, trying to get the army losses. It's not easy, especially with the other units that are here, but surely we can do this. The Chaos Warriors are about to be destroyed. This unit is not engaging, by the way, because it was throwing the javelins. And now I'm telling them, okay, just engage. Let's just finish them off. Even if they don't have a lot of armor piercing, they can do a lot of damage here. And that triggers the army losses. That's great. So suddenly we're in a good shape. That was a nice victory. I forgot to showcase this. So yeah. That's a Pyrrhic victory. I was expecting a little bit better, but I can live with this. He did survive with the chariots, which is a problem, so I'm gonna have to attack there. And Rebellion, some Scheme of Doom from Clan Pestilence and Clan Molar, but that's fine. I managed the Rebellions to finish it up. Let's get the sequence of exploitation. I still don't remember what the building is for the second part. Okay, there's the Rebellion there. I could always recruit a lord here to defend Clarkarond. I just don't know if I want that, because it's quite far away, and I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to hold so many locations. 3, I think it's fine, but 4 is pushing it, and I achieved my goals there. I just managed to get some defenses. Oh, there's an army here. Hold on. Yeah, it's for revision, and it's 2 turns, so I'm gonna have to move Oxyotl here. That army can cause some trouble, that's for sure. This army is not going to be able to recruit anything. Fine. I can go in and siege them up. Yeah, it says valiant defeat, but if I build a ram, likely they're going to attack me. And if that army defending a siege is completely different than that army attacking me in light. I can get one more, yeah. And this time it's going to be different. I'm going to put the Saurus in front, and the Skinks are just reinforcing. And that's the sort of stuff that you can do. Let's get Life Bloom. Flesh to Stone would be nice, but I definitely want to already go something in the red line. I was considering going Croxigors and Temple Guards, but because of how many blessed units I have, I need one army at least to be going into Saurus Warriors. So it's going to be this one. Yeah, I'm going to use that. He's a good caster. Next army is going to be a Red Crested Squink with a Croak, Lord Croak there. So yeah, I'm sadly not able to colonize that one. But we need to go and hunt these raiders. That's a nice treasury. That's a hard battle as well to fight. So that's the one that I'm going to travel to. That's for sure. Can I see what the enemy composition is? I didn't realize. I cannot, but it's 19 units. At least that's a little bit of an edge we can always get. Let's travel. Let's travel. Yeah, that's the one. Yep, that's the one. Oh, I would love that that blessed solar engine, but I can't go there. It would mean to go there, destroy a settlement, and then go back and fight that place. I cannot go. There will be others. That's the cool part about the visions of the old ones. It's not like you don't have choices. You have choices. So let me fight it out. Oh, it doesn't seem difficult, especially against the type of army that I'm fielding, where I can manage easily those missile units. Yeah, I can even decisive victory it and not resolve it, but I'm going to fight the battle. So, but that will be on the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.